The Flames get the job done in New Jersey with a 5-3 win, and a big part of that is thanks to Jakob Markstrom. But he's recently been dropped as a name on the trade block. And that's not just coming from me, that's coming from one of the biggest NHL insiders in the world. So please make sure you stay tuned for that. Welcome to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here, please subscribe because over 93% of you guys watching are not subscribed. So I would sincerely appreciate it if you guys subscribed. If you want to stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, rumors, reports regarding the Calgary Flames, then make sure you stick around. But let's talk about the game. 5-3 win in New Jersey Flames on a 3-game winning streak. Let's talk about the game itself. Now, the first thing that I gotta say is, hey, we won. We got the job done once again in New Jersey. This Eastern swing, the Flames have been killing it on Easter swings in the past few years, and it just continues now. We've been great in New Jersey lately, great in the New Yorks, which is where we're going next. So it's just super exciting times, a 5-3 win. First thing I want to say is Zach Pahal. He is incredible. He plays with such fire, and he even had such a nice play in the first period where he just dangled around. I'm going to be doing this reaction in kind of a bit of a chronological order here, and that's the first thing I really made note of was him doing that. Obviously, in the first period as well, the Flames got bailed out by Markstrom. He made so many saves. That toe save on Hischier in the first period was just ridiculous. The Devils had so many scoring chances in the first. The Flames were lucky to be knotted up at one after one period. But of course, in that first period, big goal by Backstrom. I read Backlund and Markstrom at the same time on my notes here. What a mistake that is. Backlund gets a goal. Markstrom made a big save. And then, of course, the Flames went off the ice. A great save on Jack Hughes that Markstrom had. And then Monge with a great pass to Backlund. Backstrom. Come on, do we have Nick Backstrom? Oh, my goodness. What a mistake. Then, second period, I mean, obviously we had Pospisil. He is showing what he's made of, why he got that contract. Not only was he throwing the body around a bit, playing with some grit, getting under the skin of the Devils, but he made a huge save himself right in the crease, right in front. He makes a big save, and then the Flames go up the ice, and Zary scores. Pospisil gets an assist on that play. He was just amazing. I also just want to say, how many crazy chances were in that game, where it seemed like the puck would go in either net, and there were so many times watching where I was like, how did that not go in? And I'm talking about both teams, and that also includes the Flames hitting the post twice in pretty much the last minute of the second period. It was ridiculous. Going 2-1 into the third, I couldn't believe it. Then, third period comes around, the Flames, they made it known that they are a team with a bunch of dogs that are just ready to fight. If you're a soccer fan, you'll remember this call. Remember the name, Rooney! Rooney gets his first goal in over 2 years, his first goal of the season in just his second game. He played incredible. That fourth line, my goodness, Rooney, Peltz, fantastic. Walker, Dewar, I gotta say it to him too. He played so good. Dewar, Peltz, and Rooney. What a fourth line. It reminds me of the fourth line back in the 2019 season. That was just incredible all year long with Derek Ryan, Garnet Hathaway, and Andrew Mangiapane. Just so much fire, such an energy line. You want your fourth line to be the energy line. They were tonight. Hats off to them. Now, I mean, we got to show this guy again. Look at that happy guy smiling there. Kuzi, he gets another one. Another Kuzi doozy. He put the Flames up 4-2 at the time, and that would be enough. He gets the game-winning goal. 2 goals in 2 games after acquiring him from Vancouver. Vancouver fans are missing him a lot, especially tonight. Vancouver not doing too hot against Boston. But my goodness, Kuzi doozy once again. He was just fantastic. The last thing I kind of want to talk about is that Kadri play where Pospisil kind of hit Vanacek. Sort of. He tried to dodge him, and then Kadri got pushed into Vanacek way up on the boards I'm talking about, on the right flank for the Flames going forward. Kadri kind of got knocked into Vanacek by Marino, I think it was, and then Pospisil shot it into the empty net, but it didn't count. Weird play. But either way, of course, the Flames added an empty netter to make it 5-3. My prediction, once again, was just a goal off. I said 4-3 earlier. It was 5-3 with the empty netter this time. But either way, I am absolutely stoked about the game. Another win for the Flames. I could not be happier. Let's move on to what the actual title and thumbnail of this video is about. And we had a big report from Mr. Elliot Friedman dropping an F-bomb about Markstrom. And no, I'm not talking about the F word. I'm talking about the F-bomb. Here it comes. Oh! Yes, Elliot Friedman dropping Jakob Markstrom. Jakob Markstrom is not happy with his name being in trade rumors. That's according to Elliot Friedman himself. Which is kind of funny because Friedman reported that through the 32 Thoughts podcast and his written article as well, talking about Markstrom as being a potential trade rumor. But he says that Markstrom himself isn't happy hearing about these trade rumors. He doesn't want to be in the trade rumors, which is weird because later in the day, it was reported that Markstrom was comfortable. Well, it wasn't reported, but Markstrom talked to Eric Francis about the trade rumors. So Jakob Markstrom left the ball in the Calgary Flames' court when asked about being traded. So he was comfortable talking about it. He says it's up to Calgary and what they want to do. He continued by saying, oh, I pressed the wrong button. He continued by saying whatever direction they want to go and what they want to do, I'm not going to force anything. I'm not going to go up and meet and ask for a trade either. So does this mean Markstrom is here to stay in Calgary? It's very interesting. It clearly shows that Markstrom is on the trade block. I know a lot of you guys are saying, come on, really? Markstrom on the trade block? It's here. It's happening. The guys on Sportsnet have been talking about it a lot, both on Sportsnet 960 The Fan and all over television. They've been talking about Markstrom as potential trade bait. But, the way the Flames are playing right now, we could be making a push for the playoffs. The Flames are just incredible right now, and I really want to see them make a push for the playoffs. These next 2 games against New York, the New Yorks, I should say, are massive. Because if you go 4 wins in the Eastern road trip, and then obviously they had the win against Chicago before the All-Star break, that's a 5-game win streak. You're right there, and probably a wild card spot, if not definitely right in the hunt. So, my goodness, it's exciting times. And Friedman, to say that, drop the F-bomb of Friedman talking about Markstrom, not wanting to talk about trades, unhappy about it, but it means he's in the trade rumors. It means he's on the trade block. It means he's part of trade season. And of course, I will keep you updated about anything regarding the Flames trades. And of course, Jakob Markstrom. Now, another F-bomb. Friedman dropped the Tanev F-bomb. Yes, we talk about Chris Tanev all the time. He is the hottest asset coming into this trade season. The hottest one left for sure. And you know what? He played really well tonight as well. Looked like he got hurt a couple times, but thank goodness he persevered. We need him to be healthy in order for him to be any sort of trade asset at the deadline. If the Flames do end up trading him, maybe he's in the notes for Conroy's master plan, the Conploy. I'm not too sure about that, but what did I say? Boom! Another Friedman F-bomb, the F-bomb about Tanev. So here is the actual report from Friedman. So he said, I can only imagine how tired Tanev is of this already. There are a lot of teams interested in him, but it's a unique market. There are teams who aren't ready to win this year, but are determined to be a playoff team next year, like Ottawa. There are teams who aren't yet sure if rentals make sense for them. New Jersey, who they just played. There are teams who like him, but find it tricky cap-wise and trade-wise. Boston, Tampa, Toronto, Vancouver. All very, very true. I suspect Dallas lurks, which makes a lot of sense as well. Undoubtedly, there are others I'm missing. He's the Taylor Swift of the trade deadline coverage. Man, we can just not escape Taylor Swift as sports fans. But it's true. Those are all Friedman's words, by the way. That wasn't coming from me. That's all from Elliot himself. And it's interesting that he's talking about Tanev. Now, just to carry that on a little further, Friedman also said other teams believe the Senators are extremely serious about Tanev. If not now, then he hits the open market in the summer. That's not what the Flames want. They don't want him in the open market. They want to make sure they can get the most out of him now and not wait for the summer at all. But for Friedman to really be talking about Tanev this highly, I suppose, and this much about him, it shows that he probably is on the way out. He's, like I said, the hottest commodity going into the offseason, into the trade season, I should say. Hopefully not the offseason in the Flames' case, but maybe as a rental, and then he'll sign elsewhere or back in Calgary. That'd be fantastic. But it is interesting that we did play New Jersey tonight, and they're a team that I definitely think both Hanifin and Tanev and maybe even Markstrom are on their radar. New Jersey, they played pretty good tonight. They dominated the Flames in the third period when it really came down to it. They outshot them by what seemed like a million. But if they could just get a better defense and some better goaltending, Well, there, tick all the boxes. Hanifin, Tanev, Markstrom, all of them. They're right there. So it's interesting to see that some of the teams they've played on this Easter swing could be scouting the Flames as players, and Conroy could be, visiting, lurking into some other press boxes, and maybe some deals are getting done behind the scenes. Obviously, I'll keep you updated on any of the confirmed trades, any trade rumors, any speculation, any analysis, anything like that, any reports from the big boys like Elliot Friedman. I also got to say, the F-bomb, that's not my signature thing. I have to shout that out to Habs Digest. If you're a big Montreal Canadiens fan, make sure you check them out. Habs Digest was invented by Mr. Josh Goss over on that channel. I will give credit where credit is due. That about does it for this video. Again, I'm super, super stoked that the Flames were able to win again in New Jersey, and it's just such exciting times going into the next game. The next one's against the Islanders, and then the Rangers, and then they'll be back, and it'll just be so, so exciting. But thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new around here, you like the content, and you love the Flames. That's the most important part. We are building such an amazing community of Flames fans and just NHL fans in general. And you guys are so, so amazing to me, and you guys are just so fun to interact with, and I really, really, really appreciate it. Exciting times for the Flames. What a game. I can't wait for the next one. And please make sure that you have a wonderful rest of your night.